Screencast 8, Manually Creating Designs and Data Regions. We'll go back to my report model, and there's one design. You remember how I created it? I actually took a data set and I just dragged it into designs, just like this. And you'll see a new auto design get created. Okay, and that's how I did that. I just dragged and dropped. And that's a very useful, efficient feature if you're a developer, but it also hides the actual steps that were involved in creating the design. And as you become more and more advanced, it's actually important that you understand what's happening behind the scenes. So even though I do that as a shortcut, it is worth your time to do it manually so you see how things are bound. So the first thing is, let's just create a design manually. We'll go to the Designs node, and we'll add. Notice we have two choices. And Precision Design, if you remember, I think my fourth screencast is Embedded RDL. But AX, we added this thing called Auto Design, which is a simpler form of designing a report, which will get you through the initial phases. So we'll click that, and there's Auto Design 2. If I try to preview, what happens? Look at the error. The design has validation errors. And if you look down here in the error list, it says Auto Design 2, incomplete design. A design must contain one or more data regions. Okay, let's close preview. Let's add a data region. So we go add, and it's not obvious, but this really should say add data region. And we have several choices: list, matrix, pie or donut chart, table, or XY chart. Of course, we'll just pick table. Okay, now let's see what happens to the report. We go there and preview again. Again, the design has validation errors, but now there are two errors that are different. The first error, which is on the third error in the list, table missing data fields. A table data region must have one or more data fields. And the second error is undefined data set. The data region must reference a data set. So what does that mean? What that means is when you have a data region, it must be bound to a data set. Well, how can we do that? And let's show you the manual way, which is to look at the data region, and there's already a data set cust. We will go ahead and bind it like that by setting the dataset property. Now let's preview the report. Okay, now there are warnings, which is fine, but there's no errors. And there we go. There's our new report, which we've manually built. And just so that doesn't look terrible, I'm going to close the preview and set the styles, the layout template, and the style template. And then if we preview it, Auto Design 2. Okay, now it looks correct. So I've shown you how to manually create a design and a data region. Okay, so in future screencasts, I'm going to show you even more advanced manual ways of creating data regions and actually showing you how to put multiple data regions in an auto design. Okay, see you next time.